The Silver Scout ship hovered silently above Earth, its strange shape unlike anything humans had built before. Below, in the command center of the United Earth Space Defense, Commander June Kim watched the main screen with narrowed eyes. After decades of searching the stars, aliens had finally arrived, without warning and without invitation. "Sir, they're broadcasting on all frequencies," said Lieutenant Sue Park, her fingers moving quickly across her console. "The translation software is processing their message." The room fell silent. 50 years of SETI programs, and now first contact had arrived during Commander Kim's watch. He straightened his uniform and nodded. "Put it through." The screen flickered, revealing a blue-skinned being with 4 blinking eyes arranged in a diamond pattern. The creature had no nose, just breathing slits, and mandibles that clicked softly as it spoke. "Greetings, Earth species. I am Ambassador Dole of the Tavri Confederation. We have been observing your world for some time." Kim stepped forward. "I am Commander June Kim of United Earth. We welcome peaceful contact with your civilization." The alien's upper eyes narrowed. "Peace is a luxury the galaxy can ill afford in these times. We did not come seeking friendship but necessity." Within hours, Earth's leaders gathered in an emergency session. The UES Pathfinder, humanity's first true interstellar vessel, was dispatched to meet the Tavri ship in orbit. Commander Kim led the small delegation aboard. The alien ship's interior was bathed in purple light that made human skin look sickly. Ambassador Dole towered over the humans, his exoskeleton gleaming. "Your technology is primitive," Dole observed, gesturing at the humans' equipment. "You have barely mastered your own solar system." "We're quick learners," Kim replied calmly. "Perhaps if you shared your purpose here, we could better understand how we might assist each other." Dole clicked his mandibles. "Very well. The galaxy is at war. The Drek Collective spreads like a disease through star systems. They consume all resources and assimilate all species they encounter into their hive mind. They have destroyed 12 advanced civilizations in the past cycle alone." Images appeared on the curved walls around them: burning planets, shattered space stations, and strange ships moving in perfect formation. "The Tavri lead a coalition of free worlds against this threat," Dole continued. "We seek allies wherever we can find them, though we had hoped for more advanced partners." Lieutenant Park frowned. "If they're so dangerous, why haven't we detected signs of this war? Your instruments are crude. Your understanding of spacetime is limited." Dole's tone was dismissive. "The Drek will reach your system within 1 Earth year. Alone, you will fall in days." Commander Kim exchanged glances with his team. "And with your coalition? You might survive. Though what humans could contribute beyond cannon fodder is unclear." Kim stepped closer to the alien, looking up at its towering form. "Don't mistake youth for weakness, Ambassador. Humans have faced extinction-level threats throughout our history and survived through innovation and determination." "Admirable qualities," Dole said, "but the Drek have technology thousands of years beyond yours. Their ships can destroy planets. Their minds work as one perfect intelligence." "Then we accept your offer of alliance," Kim said firmly. "But know this: humans have often defeated superior forces through unexpected means." "We may surprise you yet." Dole made a sound that might have been laughter. "I doubt that very much, Commander." 2 days later, Earth formally joined the Galactic Coalition. The Tavri provided basic defensive technology and star charts showing the Drek's advance. In return, Earth promised troops and resources. As the alien ship prepared to depart with plans to return with the Coalition fleet, Commander Kim stood in the observation deck of the Pathfinder. "They think we're primitives," Lieutenant Park said, standing beside him. "Barely worth their time." "Let them," Kim replied. "Throughout history, humans have been at their most dangerous when underestimated." Below them, Earth shimmered blue and green. For millennia, humans had looked to the stars with wonder. Now they knew what waited there: not peace, but war. Not discovery, but survival. "Send a message to Earth Command," Kim ordered. "Tell them to begin Operation Impossible Dawn immediately." If the Drek want our world, they'll learn why humans have survived every disaster nature has thrown at us. As the Tavri ship vanished in a flash of light, Earth began preparing for a war unlike any in human history against an enemy they barely understood, with allies who barely respected them. The stars no longer seemed beautiful to Commander Kim. They looked like distant fires, spreading closer with each passing moment. Professor Daly paced the crowded lab, stepping around cables and makeshift equipment. 3 months had passed since the Tavri ships returned with the Coalition fleet. Earth was now officially at war with an enemy no human had ever seen face to face. Another failure, Lee muttered, tossing a burnt circuit onto his already cluttered desk. His assistant, researcher Hannah Bay, looked up from her computer. The alien technology is just too different from ours. We're trying to combine systems that evolved along completely separate paths. Outside the lab window, they could see the massive Coalition ships in Earth orbit. The sleek vessels of the Tavri contrasted sharply with Earth's hastily retrofitted war machines. Humans had learned quickly, but the gap in technology remained enormous. The Coalition Council meets in an hour, Bay reminded him. Admiral Khan wants our report on the communication disruptors. Lee sighed. What should I tell them? That Earth's most brilliant minds are stumped by technology that's probably ancient history to the Tavri? The situation was dire. 3 Coalition fleets had been destroyed in the past month alone. The Drek Collective moved through space like a perfectly coordinated swarm, their ships acting as one organism. No individual weakness could be found because they had no individuals, only parts of a whole. At the Coalition Council meeting, the news was grim. Admiral Kang's hologram stood before representatives of 12 species. The Proxima Centauri colony has fallen, she reported. The Drek ships overwhelmed our defenses in minutes. General Tech of the Tavri military clicked his mandibles in frustration. Your human vessels were supposed to provide backup to the main fleet. They arrived late and were ineffective. We're still mastering the navigation systems you provided, Admiral Khan replied tightly. Perhaps with better training. We don't have time for your species to catch up to technologies we mastered centuries ago, snapped another alien representative. The Drek will reach your solar system within weeks. Professor Lee sat quietly in the back, listening to the arguments bounce back and forth. His eyes drifted to the holodisplay showing captured footage of the Drek ships in action. Something about their movement pattern tickled his memory. After the meeting, Lee returned to his lab and buried himself in the Coalition database. He studied everything available about the Drek, their biology, their technology, their communication. They share a neural network, he muttered to himself. But every network has protocols, patterns. 3 days later, researcher Bay found him asleep at his desk, surrounded by empty coffee cups and scribbled notes. Professor, she said, shaking him gently. The Coalition has called an emergency meeting. The Drek have been spotted near Jupiter. Lee sat up suddenly. Get me everything you can find about Earth's broadcasting history. Sir? Television signals. Radio. Commercials. Jingles. Especially the annoying ones. They looked confused but nodded. I'll do it right away, but why? I need to see if my theory is correct. The Drek process information differently than we do. Their hive mind might have vulnerabilities we haven't considered. By the time the emergency meeting began, Lee had assembled a strange collection of Earth media. He approached Admiral Khan with an unusual request. You want to broadcast what to the Drek fleet? She asked incredulously. Trust me, Lee insisted. The patterns in certain human broadcasts might disrupt their neural synchronization. It's worth trying. Admiral Khan looked skeptical, but desperate times called for desperate measures. The Coalition ships have retreated from Jupiter. We can use one of our own vessels for this test. The small Earth ship Dauntless approached the outer edge of the Drek fleet near Europa. Captain Min gave the order to broadcast Professor Lee's specially prepared transmission, a collection of Earth's most persistent commercial jingles, game show themes, and catchy advertisement slogans. On the bridge of the Coalition command ship, Admiral Khan and Professor Lee watched the screens tensely. Nothing's happening, General Tech observed with disdain. Just as I expected from this ridiculous. His words cut off as the Drek vessels suddenly began moving erratically. Their perfect formation dissolved. Several smaller ships collided with each other. Impossible, whispered one of the alien scientists. Lee smiled grimly. Not impossible. Just unexpected. Their neural network processes rhythmic patterns differently than ours. What we find merely annoying creates cognitive dissonance in their shared consciousness. For the first time since the war began, a handful of Drek ships retreated in disarray. Admiral Kong turned to Lee, eyes wide. Are you telling me that the most advanced hostile force in the galaxy might be vulnerable to human advertising jingles? It appears so, Lee replied. Sometimes the stupidest weapon is the one your enemy never expected. As the coalition forces watched in amazement, the Drek fleet's perfect coordination continued to crumble under the assault of Earth's most irritating broadcasts.